You are asked to find the value of the variables a and b which satisfy both equations. Press pause to try it or continue for the solution. The video gives the solution in 3 steps. 1. By eliminating one of the variables and evaluating the remaining variable. 2. By substituting this value into one of the equations and solving. And 3. Substituting the 2 values of a and b into both equations to check it evaluates to the right-hand side of the equation. First, label the equations as 1 and 2. Then decide on a plan. Multiplying the first equation by 3 would give a negative 6b. And multiplying the second equation by 2 would give a positive 6b. So by adding these 2 equations, the term in 6b would be eliminated. Following this plan, 3a times 3 gives 9a. Negative 2b times 3 gives negative 6b. And 21 times 3 gives 63. And labelling the equation 3. Multiplying the second equation by 2, 2a times 2 gives 4a. 3b times 2 gives 6b. And 1 times 2 gives 2. Labelling this equation 4. By adding, the 6b's will be eliminated. 9a plus 4a gives 13a. Negative 6b plus 6b gives 0. And 63 plus 2 gives 65. So 13a equals 65. Both sides of the equation divide by 13. 13a divided by 13 gives a, and 65 divided by 13 gives 5, so a equals 5. By substituting a equal to 5 in any of the equations 1, 2, 3 or 4, the value of the variable b can be found. Choosing equation 2, 2a becomes 2 times 5, which is 10, and then add the 3b equal to 1. Simplify by subtracting 10 from both sides, to give 3b equal to minus 9, which can be simplified further by dividing both sides by 3, to give b equal to negative 3. So the solution satisfying both equations is a equal to 5 and b equal to negative 3. It is always a good idea to check the result. So first substitute the values of a and b in equation 1. 3a is 3 times 5. Minus 2b becomes minus 2 times negative 3. Working out the brackets gives 15 minus negative 6. Since a double negative is a positive, this is the same as 15 plus 6, which is 21, the correct solution. Substituting in equation 2, 2a becomes 2 times 5, plus 3b, which is 3 times negative 3. Working out the brackets gives 10, plus negative 9, giving 10 minus 9, which is 1, the correct solution. Alternatively, you could have approached the problem by multiplying equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3. 3a times 2 is 6a. Negative 2b times 2 is negative 4b. And 21 times 2 is 42. Call this equation 3. 2a times 3 is 6a. 3b times 3 is 9b. And 1 times 3 is 3. Call this equation 4. By subtracting, the 6a's can be eliminated. 6a minus 6a gives 0. Negative 4b minus 9b is the same as negative 4b minus 9, which is negative 13b. So subtracting the 2 equations gives negative 13b. And 42 minus 3 gives 39, giving the equation negative 13b equal to 39. Both sides of the equation divide by negative 13, giving b equal to negative 3. To find A, substitute B equals -3 into equation 2, giving 2A. 3B becomes 3 times -3, which is -9, giving 2A minus 9 equal to 1. Simplify by adding 9 to both sides of the equation to obtain 2A equal to 10. And dividing both sides by 2 gives A equal to 5. So once again, the solution to the simultaneous equations is A equal to 5 and B equal to -3.